Hey guys, my name is Rudy, and today we're doing projects. So, have you ever had it in Windows where you get an unknown device or you can't find the driver for this device? Now, I'm back in the Stone Age where you had to manually download drivers. Plug and play is a wonderful thing, but sometimes it doesn't work. So let's talk about how all this works. We'll throw in some extra bonus material also. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Device Manager. You access that by opening up your folder here, right clicking on this right here, going into, you can either go Manage or you can do Properties. Down here you can start writing the word Device. I'm one-handed here. Okay, Device Manager is down here on the bottom. Click on it. And there's a couple of different ways of doing this. I've already fixed this, but every time I do stuff and things, I want to pass it on to you guys. But the one that I'm looking to do is this one here. So there's two ways of doing this. One is a little bit harder. You can click on the device here. For me, it's my LTO tape drive number 5 here. Click on it, left click. And then I go into Details here. And sometimes it'll say various things, whether it's how it can find it or what it can and cannot identify. So you want to look at hardware ID. You want to take this hardware ID, right click over it, copy it, place it into your Google here, and hit enter. Now, HP is the guys that made this thing here. That's the firmware. And you can pretty much go down here and find your driver. Let's see if this guy will do it. I'm doing this live, so and my computer is doing a lot of other stuff, as you can see here on the other side here. So, not the fastest. But by this ID, you can tell what it is, and you can download the driver, and you can run it. This identifies the stuff. Let's see if this guy's going to give me. There's firmware, and you can find your driver and download it based on the ID number. Maybe this is not the best example here, but that's how this works. Same thing when I was going through some of these other ones, like the Intel counters and things like that. But download the driver and find it through Google using the hardware ID. Second way of doing this, I like a lot better, and I thought this was spam, but it actually works pretty well. It's called hardware identifier. So in Google, you put in hardware identifier, you click on the hardware identifier link here, and of course there it goes. Okay, cool. Not the fastest of connections, but you want to download this, and this is it. We'll check it to make sure. Some of these pages are a little sketchy. Make sure it's the right one. Yep. So hardware identifier right here. We'll go ahead and click on it. Since it's done downloading. And we're going to go in our downloads folder. Downloads. There it is. Here's the one I have from earlier. And we're going to click on it. And here it is. I forgot to set my phone up here. Okay, and we want to use the default. We want to go ahead and use, I'll make it AVG browser here. This is what your stuff will be displayed on once this is done. Very small program. You hit the scan over here. And it's going to begin scanning. And like I said, I thought this piece of software was garbage, but actually I just fixed my stuff this morning with it. Takes a little bit. It's running through your entire list, so that entire list is located. So let me find his mouse. It's located right here. These are all the items in here, and you'll have some stuff that's not working. You want to go through this list. Nothing should have a question mark like these two guys. A lot of the stuff was under a massive Intel stuff. Okay, the guy's finished, and what it did is it opened up another window, which is this one here. I just made it bad. Okay, and what it's doing here is it gives a list. So you can see on the right hand side, everything is listed as good, or a green check mark. It doesn't cover quite everything, but it covers most things. And like for example here, the Realtek. So Realtek is showing that I have the Realtek driver and it's outdated here. So I need to update it. So I click update. It takes me to the next page. That gives you the hardware information that we talked about earlier. And you do have a little bit of a know-how on this one. I know I'm looking for this guy here, so I download it. Sometimes these have multiple screens. And the download is this one here. Sometimes you get it from the manufacturer, sometimes you get it from the other site. So let's try the driver ID server. And there it is. Let's take a look at the other manufacturer site here. Most of the time they work, some of the time they don't. Okay, we'll go back to our downloads folder, which is right here. Oh, there it is, Bricks audio driver. Okay, good. We're done. There are the same driver. We'll click on it. You can go in your drivers folder. There it is, the Bricks zip. Open it up. And you're looking for setup over here. You can see that, a lot of files in here. There it is. This Windows is in check, so it's downloading the file in check. It looks like it's complete. You recognize the Bricks thing here, but that's what it is. I think I'm running two of them at the same time. Yep. So you pretty much install this. I'm going to go waste a lot more of your time here. And then once the driver's installed, the Windows stuff and the device manager should change. And then you would go back in and you would rerun this guy again. So I run this multiple times here. Anyway, that's it, guys. For more stuff and things, stay tuned to my channel. Take care. Till next time.